What's going on, YTPC? One would think. Oh my god. Anyway, it's a nice, quiet afternoon here, Los Angeles, and all I want is some peace and quiet. And as soon as I press play, as soon as I pressed record on the video, all hell broke loose on this street. Granted, I am somewhat on the main street, but when you're having yourself a fine pipe here, you assume that you would want to be in a nice, peaceful, quiet area. No, not really. You go to parks, there's a lot of noise. Kids yell, parents yell louder for some weird reason, I don't know why. But it seems to me quiet is like the most expensive thing here in the city. And I don't know, it kind of makes a difference in like your mood, your energy, when your ears can't get peace and quiet, like subconsciously, like your brain is always listening to something, and you're always listening to crap like noise pollution, and it just kind of like stresses you out. And they wonder why people in the city are so stressed out. Really, it's like a battle trying to just get some quiet and focus. You can't focus. Even inside, I'm next to a hotel, and even inside, when you go inside of the hotel, I go here sometimes. It's close to where I live. Get some work done or what have you. There's always something going on. There's always some music playing. There's always people that are chattering and all this other stuff. It's weird. Quiet is just something that doesn't happen much. I have a problem with that. I like quiet. As I grow older, I'm not too old. I'm 43, about to turn 44 in a couple months, but I've learned to appreciate the value of silence. Yeah. Anyway, enough of that. Before I get sunburned over here. Unpredictable weather. We got serious cold, like shivering cold winds. Nice sunshine, but weird shivering cold winds. And then now it's like hot burning sun. This is the only place I could just chill for a little bit, do the video. I hope the traffic isn't too bad. But for some people, I get like envious. I see them like hanging out on their deck. They have a gigantic backyard, and that must be nice. So, guys, you're not missing out on too much. Living in the city kind of sucks. Anyway, I have a real nice Savinelli here. I like this one. Mainly use it for Virginias and Burleys, and that's what I'm having now. It's a flake. And Kendal cream. Deluxe flake. Mild, full flavored tobacco. That's true. And it is a Burley, Virginia. It's a flake, obviously. I'll show you. Like that. What I did was, it's a fairly big pipe, so I just twisted it, rolled it around, and shoved it in here. It's it's quite an old tin. I bought it from a tobacco shop, not too far from here. And I'll tell you, the kind of the cool thing about living in the city is that the tobacco shops, if you do find ones that do carry pipe tobacco, they have some very old stuff because they've purchased their stash, right? Their shipment, and they have not too many people smoke pipes here, so they have a bunch of these older tins. I didn't see a date on here when I first purchased it. I don't think there was one. I just didn't see it, but the tin does have some rusted areas around the lip and all that. But Kendal Cream, Deluxe Flake, Virginia Burley. It's supposed to have, it doesn't say on the tin, but as somewhat of the title states, it does have a cream topping. I have the tobacco reviews here, and it says it is cream, floral essences, other / miscellaneous, and that is for the flavoring. I'm not sure if it's a topping or if it's a casing, but it is what it is. Sandal and Galleth. The overall is 2.99 out of 4, so it's rated, a little bit above average, I assume, right? Yeah, people like it a lot. Jesus Christ, the reviews are long as hell. Yeah, I'm reaping the repercussions of what I have sown here. Probably should have pulled it apart and give it a try. I had Bob's Chocolate Flake the other day, and I did the exact same thing. I kind of rolled it up and I folded it, I stuffed it in there, and I smoked it out of my what was the who cares? I'm sure nobody cares what I smoked it out of, but it worked just fine. Nording. I smoked it out of my Nording pipe. I'll give you my thoughts if you want to hear it. It's a little, it's not the smoothest tobacco you'll have. To be honest, I had a really good Virginia. I had Sutliff Virginia Flake, and they bought that in San Antonio when I was out there. And I had purchased some Flying Dutchman and the Sutliff Virginia Flake. And I don't know if they had swapped containers at some point or not, but that Virginia Flake was so sweet that when I finished my small jar, there's a gentleman actually gave whatever was remaining in the jar. It was pretty much the remnants and some flakes, but it must have been like an ounce maybe, if that. But he gave it to me for free because I bought a pipe and I bought some Flying Dutchman and a couple of cigars, so he gave me the remnants for free. And I've learned that I guess they're discontinuing the Sutliff brand, and Virginia Flake is going to get discontinued. So I got on the interweb and purchased 3 pounds of it, which I hope to put in a mason jar and age for as long as I'll be patient. I'm pretty sure I'll be dipping in there here and there, but that was really good. And I know I'm taking the glory away from Kendal Cream here, but when it comes to Virginia, yeah, that was really smooth. I haven't smoked straight burley yet. I don't know what straight burley tastes like. I've had a couple of them with burley, and I'll tell you what, my very first video, I believe, I can't recall exactly what it is, because I didn't reference it right before I did this one. I didn't know I was going to be talking about it. But it did have some burley, and I think I'm complaining about burley the whole time, which was a bad mistake. I should have taken my time and really gotten to know my leaves before quickly judging it. But I do know one thing. I do know that light and dark Virginias have been very good to me. Balkan blends have been very, very nice to me. And even though, again, I'm doing Kendal cream impression or review or whatever you might want to call it, plum pudding, really, I mean, anything that Seattle Pie Club has made. I've tried plum pudding bourbon barrel aged, and I've tried Wildman, and all of them have been really good. I am yet to try Mississippi River. I hear that's pretty good. It's going to be, I think, dark Virginias, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be a smokier tobacco blend. But I'll tell you one thing. Seattle Pipe Club has not disappointed me yet on any of their products. They are very, very smooth, incredibly smooth. I can't necessarily say this is very smooth, even though cream is one of the flavorings. No, it is a stronger Virginia burley, you know, and I do believe there's dark Virginias. Let me read a review. How about that? Since I can't make up my darn mind about this thing, I've had it for a while. I can't say it's really good. I really can't say it's really good because I don't think it's really good. I think it's okay. I think it bites you a little bit. On the retrohale, it's not something that, yeah, okay, I get a little bit of the cream. If you, you know, when you get the cream when you're not trying to taste it. When you kind of have it float in your mouth and kind of float in your sinuses. I feel like taking a drag out of this thing has a spiciness to it. So if you take a drag out of it and expect some stuff to happen, I think you can get a little bit of a bite, some spice out of it. And it doesn't have perique. It almost has the spiciness on the retrohale of Firestorm a little bit. For you more experienced pipe smokers, if you've had Kendal cream and if you've had Firestorm, I know one is Virginia Perique and one is Virginia Burley, but I get that pepperiness, I get that spice from this, okay? Yeah, a lot of people gave it 4 stars. Very pleasant, full, yeah. Medium to full, yep. Medium to full, yep. Full. Medium, not medium. But they also did give it a 2-star, and it was in 2008. KFC, not to be confused with KFC. KCF. You got me. KCF, not to be confused with KFC. It's a well-made, blah, blah, blah. Big words. So there's a few pipe tobaccos that I don't smoke very often, but when I do, I go on a hardcore binge. I hear you, Gabriel CRT. This is one of them. When I have a bowl of Kendal Cream Flake, I will smoke it exclusively all day for a few days. Sounds like a personal problem. too wet in the tin, but dries fast. I don't know about that. This is, I mean, obviously, I got mine. It was an old tin, so it wasn't too wet at all. Let's see. My yummy meter raced into the. Anyway. Went out again. I don't know. I guess I recommend you doing it the long way. You know, the packing. I might have messed up Aaron. Well, not too much of a bother. I feel bad for the people listening to this because I don't know how the traffic is going to sound. I hope my headphones are doing most of the noise cancellation. I'm getting rid of the miscellaneous cars driving by, the traffic noise. But yeah, it's this. And I'll tell you one thing. This hotel is one of the very few places that you can come and have a smoke outside. A lot of people come here and smoke cigarettes. And if you are not familiar with the area that I'm in, I will disclose it. I am in Glendale, California, with a very high population of the Armenian race and culture, which I happen to partially belong to. And a lot of Armenians, they not only drive fast and talk fast, but they also smoke cigarettes. So they'll be around here and they'll congregate and have their coffee and their cigarettes. Very European kind of a thing here, but not too many smoke pipes. So it is definitely, especially in the city, it is an attention getter. I don't like attention, to be very honest with you. I don't take compliments very well. Even though I'm a part-time actor, yeah. I act and I do stunts, as some of you already know, and I am a writer and cinematographer as well. That's my job. That's what I do for a living. So yeah, but I don't like attention very much. I'm a fairly low-key guy. But yeah, not a lot of people smoke pipes in the city, and it's great. Well, I actually met a fellow YouTuber, Happy Smokes, I believe. He's got a new channel, and in his profile picture is a 35 millimeter film camera, and it's a Canon F1 film camera, fully manual camera. There's nothing automatic about it. It doesn't have a battery. It doesn't have anything. Fully manual. You choose the film stock and the speed and shoot. It's great. And I have one. I have an A1 and I have an F1. And at first I thought his was an AE1 program, but it turned out it was an F1. The profile picture is like that small, really, really tiny. So, but I could make out the Canon logo on it. So, you know, I'll tag him over here. It seems like a really cool dude. And he does photography, and he began to make pipe tobacco impressions and reviews or what have you. And so we'll see where that goes. And wish him the best. And I think he's great. I think it's wonderful. He seems like a young man, and it's very nice to see that the younger generation is embracing a very old form of smoking, which happens to be very cool. I learned a lot from Mutton Chop Piper. I actually accidentally ran into his video, not even expecting to see any pipe stuff, I believe. And he started speaking about his past and his younger days and his father and all that stuff. And I just kept on listening to him. So Mutton Chop Piper, I think he's doing some other stuff. I don't think he's doing any more like pipe related or tobacco related stuff. I think he's doing some board games. That's what he got into. The best of luck to him on that. I really like the man. He's a great guy. Go and watch his videos too if you haven't seen it. But I'm sure a lot of us YTPC guys have. He's like the Freud of pipe tobacco videos. So that's just wonderful, and it was a pleasure watching him. And I didn't get a chance to watch matches too much. Unfortunately, he passed away pretty much when I was fairly new in the game, and I was just browsing through videos, and I've seen a few of his videos, and he loves the haunted bookshop, which I also have. I smoke haunted bookshop once in a while. Very interesting. I kind of compare it. I want to say Epiphany, but I don't like Epiphany very much. It's not appealing to me that much, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cellar it for like as long as I can before I take it out again, because it's just, I don't know, I never got the intrigue of Epiphany other than its background, right? We all know background of formerly being Revelation. But yeah, it is a hot day. I'm gonna turn the video off, and I wish all of you guys and girls to be well and take care of yourself. It was nice making another video. Funny enough, I had made other videos, but then life happened and I never posted them. But I'm gonna make it a point to post this one here because yeah, I miss you guys. It was nice. I had to take a break from posting videos. I just couldn't find my place. Couldn't find my place physically smoking and talking about it. You see this? I have to isolate myself to do that, you know? I have to be in the mood. I'm a moody guy, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, wish you all the best. Be well. Take care of yourself. And I'll be sure to make more videos soon, okay? Cheers.